Okay.
Looks like we're back.
Going for it again? I don't know. We'll see if it works this time.
Round 2.
Yeah, I don't know. My router was not very happy about something. Yeah, so, okay, so what were we talking about? We were talking about the episode, right?
I think that's what the general theme of this show is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, before we crapped out. We were saying it was a good episode.
It is.
Not, maybe not as exciting as some of the other episodes this season.
No, but it seemed like all the pieces were placed perfectly.
Again, it's just more illustration of how talented these people are who are running the show. They know what the hell they're doing.
A lot of fan service, a lot of callbacks.
Yeah. So, your boy, turns out he wasn't rowing a boat all this time.
He was not rowing, man. Just chilling in King's Landing.
You had to love the fact that Davos made the joke about, I thought you might still be rowing, though. Because you've been saying that for a few years.
Fan service there, yep.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So, alright, let's clear the Gendry stuff out of the way. How awesome is it that he uses a hammer just like his dad? Just like, yup. I don't know. Yo, Bert XD. What's up?
What's going on, Bert?
Yeah, Mal, what kind of info's coming out? Obviously, I'm doing the show here, so I don't know what people are talking about.
Oh, the info.
I don't know if he's talking about the episode or like stuff people are talking about online. So, yeah. Yeah, I just thought that was cool, though. They brought Gendry back. I love, you got to see some of his skills with the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Then he meets Jon, and then right away, he's like, nope, no lies. This is who I am.
But the best thing is that the meeting between him and Jon was exactly like the meeting with Robert and Ned in the first episode of the whole series.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you got bigger. And he's like,
Yep.
oh, you got smaller.
Yeah. So Mal's talking about the whole thing Gilly was reading about Jon pretty much being legitimate. Now, I've been saying this for a long time, so that didn't really surprise me. That I assumed Rhaegar got married in secret, and it just, I don't know, it seemed to fit, especially because from everything you read, like, Rhaegar was a good dude. Like, he wasn't
but it doesn't even...
It is weird that he did it in secret, but I don't know if that was to protect her because of Robert or what.
But does it really change anything?
Well, yeah, because it would make him Jon Targaryen. Or actually, whatever name he may have had. I don't know that Jon was his real name.
Was it Aegon?
I thought there was something like that, yeah.
But I think the only thing that really changes is that he's not a bastard, he's a Targaryen. That's it.
That's a big it, though. That's a huge it. Not to mention, now the North is ruled by a Targaryen, if that ever came out. I don't know how those Northern Lords would take to that.
Yeah, that would change a lot of things.
Oh, man.
That would change some things.
Yeah, Sam got a little worked up about the shits, didn't he?
You picked the wrong time to interrupt and be upset about things.
Yeah.
We're getting some information, dude. Like, calm down. Let's
well, I'm going to be really mad when fucking Sam turns around and he's like, hey, what was that thing you were telling me right before I stormed out of the Citadel? Yeah. I'll guess the book is packed because little Sam was playing with it or something. They have it with them.
Yeah, I believe either he has the book or Gilly took the book.
Yeah. So Sam, it's an interesting episode for Sam's character tonight, right? I mean, right away, his dad and his brother.
He's now the Lord of... well, I guess he took the watch, so he doesn't really get it.
Oh, yeah, he gave up all his... Yep. Yeah, wow. Unless that king were to possibly pardon him.
That's exactly what is going to happen. Once they find out he's a Tarly, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, no, he's... Daenerys is going to be like, yeah, you're the Lord now.
Yeah, I think that would probably... probably be the case.
Seems to be more his style anyway. Not battle-wise, but...
Yeah.
He seems very intelligent and can lead that.
I don't know. Does it make Jon ahead of Dany for the throne?
Rhaegar was the prince.
Yes, he's the older brother.
Yeah, Rhaegar was the prince, so he'd be the oldest one.
Yeah, I was thinking because it's like the kid. Yeah, I don't know. Because he's the kid, but Dany was the Mad King's. Although she's a girl, and they don't seem to take kind of that in Westeros.
It is the male lineage on that one.
I don't know. Maybe he is.
Yeah, I think that's what it would be.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, that's
a new dynamic.
Yeah, but we still got to get there.
True. It's just
how about
once they meet up with Bran.
Princess Peach is here. Yeah. Here's the thing I was thinking. I thought it was really cool when Sam quoted his dad, like when they were leaving the Citadel, and he's like, "I'm tired about reading about the achievements of greater men." I was like, "Oh, he's calling back to his dad. That's what's up." Like, too bad he doesn't know he's dead. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is right, actually, right? That the kids are ahead of the siblings,
the Mad
right?
King died before Rhaegar was killed with the trident.
No, the Mad King died after.
Well, I thought it was
because he died during the sack of King's Landing.
Yeah, but I thought the sack was beforehand.
No, it was after. Yeah, that's why Tywin sacked King's Landing with the Lannister army, because after the Battle of the Trident.
But they still didn't have a king then, though. They just killed him. Because Jaime kills him, that makes Rhaegar the king. So
no, Rhaegar died well before the sack of King's Landing. Yeah, because Ned was at the Trident.
Yeah, Ned and Robert were both at the Trident.
Yeah, Robert got wounded. That's why he wasn't at the sack of King's Landing.
But Robert killed Rhaegar. But I'm saying they killed him afterwards.
Killed who? Afterwards?
They killed Rhaegar after the Mad King died. The Mad King.
No, it's the other way around.
The sack of King's Landing, Tywin walks in after Jaime's already murdered him.
Yes, but the sack of King's Landing happened after the Battle of the Trident.
But I'm saying, Robert and Ned went towards the Battle of the Trident was because of Lyanna. They didn't go. They weren't.
Oh right, yeah.
I'm saying, I think Rhaegar was still alive after the Mad King died.
No, he wasn't. He was long dead.
Huh.
Yeah, but apparently he was married and annulled. Yet the Martells hung out in King's Landing. That's the part I want to know about. What was going on with that? Like, was he just not going to tell anyone? Like, what? Like, he got married in secret, yeah, but what was his plans for his real wife and kids? Like, eventually he was going to have to do something, Like, if he wins the Battle of the Trident, what was his master plan?
In Dorne was a little weird, because he was married to one. He decides to do it.
Yeah. I'm going to take you to the country.
Rub it in your face a little bit.
Yeah, that's some sand in the wound, huh? Yeah, that is odd. Very odd. Of course, I don't know. He did have Sir Arthur Dayne to protect her at the Tower of Joy. Maybe that had a lot to do with it. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's some complicated stuff, but they got some other issues to deal with. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I, again, thought, though, that Dany was going to propose. Like,
dude, once the dragon, scene, I was like, yo, Dany.
Because she looked so upset at the War Council when he was saying he was leaving. And then when he was going to get on the boat, I was just like, is she going to, be like, yo, let's just do this? But, again, it didn't happen. And now I have this feeling Daenerys is going to get captured and Jon's going to have to come to the rescue. I don't know. We'll see. That's just a hunch I have right now. But it seems, I don't know. It's all shifting back Daenerys' way right now. And you hear Cersei being like, we got to be clever. And, and you just get this feeling like she's going to take advantage of something. So, yeah. Man. The chat is moving faster than I can keep up with. Yeah. Good stuff, though. That is not entirely true. We have seen them in some small groups, too.
Yeah, but when they're marching in a full army.
There was the one who worked with Craster, right? He seemed like a renegade. There was the one from the beginning of the show, or the two, right? Because there was the one, and then there was the little girl one, right? We didn't see more than that. There could have been more. We don't know. But
they were kind of wandering.
Yeah. So it seems like there might be...
But they were unorganized at that point. Well, the Night's King kind of got them all together, and that's when...
He's like their Mance Raider.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess their thought is to go out and pick off a straggler or something. But it looks like from the preview next week's that they just walk right into the whole army somehow.
Yeah, they didn't have any more
all
than
these
10
talented
guys.
Superhero characters and just,
10 good men.
Yeah. They're going to impregnate the bitch.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing. She's intrigued. Definitely intrigued once he touched Drogon.
Yeah, and that was a
Because
interesting
Drogon's
scene.
never liked anyone. It didn't matter who it was.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because even with Tyrion, it was the other two dragons.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I was kind of getting that hunch too. If she was wondering about that, but she had to be really confused, I'm sure, because Targaryens. Or no, she wouldn't be confused, right? Because there were plenty of Blackfires, so they have bastards. They just only marry within.
The Blackfires are the bastards, yeah.
Yeah, they would sleep with, they'll sleep with people beneath them, but they'll only marry other Targaryens because they consider themselves above regular people. And if I could get dragons to bend to my will, I probably would too.
I'm pretty sure her whole thing is confusion. Like, first off, Drogon doesn't like anybody besides her.
Yeah.
Like, no one's been able to touch him. Second, it's a bastard Stark, right?
Yeah. What
From
gives?
the north, yeah. It's like, something's up.
But if she knows her history, she does know there were other families that could control dragons back in Essos. So it could stand to reason that maybe there's
But they
some...
were Westerosi families. They were all people from that era, weren't they?
Well, I mean, yeah, there were no other families in Westeros that were known to do it, but there were no dragons. Like, it could stand to reason that maybe they had the potential, they just didn't have the dragons and never figured it out. Like, and they all came from Essos. The first men, the Andals, like, they all went over, So, like, maybe she's thinking, like, he has bloodlines back to something like that.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like when Princess Peach agrees with me. Then again, with chat delay, she could be agreeing with you on something. I don't know.
There's no way to know. Man.
Yeah.
No way to know.
Yeah. The scene with the dragon was cool. Actually,
I have this feeling that one of them's going to come back and like either Drogon just shows up while Jon's up there fighting. Because they're pretty much toast. You saw that army. There's no way they can stand
well, you
that.
did see that the one scene in the preview looks like they're like running.
Yeah, like this is a bad idea. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I guess that's possible. I just hadn't really. Yeah, I guess it could happen. Yeah, the dragon could definitely fly up. Yeah.
But now that we know that Jon's a Targaryen, I don't think they're gonna let him die off just yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Although, let's get to this. Arya looks like she could be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
For the first time in a while, like I don't know. Well, no, when the waif stabbed her in the gut, she seemed like she was in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, she picks her battles and she's pretty clever. She doesn't really fight anybody head on when you think about it. Like she kind of.
Yeah,
she's more rogue-like in her approach, But this time she might be in some shit because
everything is on top of it.
Yeah, but he's playing it like a smooth poker player. Like he's letting her think she's outsmarting him.
His hand, yep.
Yeah, like oh man, you got such a better hand than me. Like that could be trouble. And at the same time, it's kind of like Littlefinger, dude. He's like the shoehorn, man. He just wedges himself in and like.
So Bran pops. I was like, oh no, I saw what happened. This is how it went down.
I want to go back and watch the episode and pause it and try to read that note.
Yeah,
I didn't quite get the full gist of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It says something about overthrowing the throne.
Yeah, and it looked like it was signed Sansa.
It did kind of look something like that.
And I don't know. That's on my to-do list after we get done this. Like,
I wonder if it is Sansa. He wrote something in to say it like Sansa.
Yeah. Just
to get Arya to read it, just so she can fight
I'd believe it. That dude is all about like when Tyrion said that Jaime and Cersei were like 3 moves ahead of him. Yeah, that dude's usually like 10 moves ahead of most people. Every now and then he gets caught, but he's pretty good. And since we brought it up, Tyrion and Jaime meeting up in King's Landing.
Nice reunion.
Yeah. I don't know. What did you think?
I wanted more out of their conversation. But I mean...
Yeah, they did the cutaway thing, and I kind of wanted it to go on a little longer, too, and it didn't seem to go. But what they did have was pretty good. I mean, Tyrion had to admit to, blundering at military strategy. And, I like, when he told Jaime, he's like, it's going to take you a while to split me in two with a sparring sword, It's like trying to cut a stone with a butter knife, man. It's going to take a while, Yeah, it could have been better. It could have been better. I wonder if maybe it got truncated for time or...
Probably.
Yeah.
And, what more could they really be talking about? Tyrion was there for one reason.
Yeah.
He could have said, we know who killed Joffrey.
You know what? I like what Bird XD says in the chat about rather would have seen how it was arranged with Bronn, because that kind of...
Tyrion and Bronn could have had a pretty good conversation going on.
They seem to have that link. He probably just knew which bar to find him in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been good. Anytime Bronn's involved, it's usually pretty good. Yeah. Actually, they have all the time they want, right? HBO runs its own network. They can.
That's why we got hour and a half coming up soon.
I guess it's one of these last two, huh?
Dude, hopefully it's next, and we just get a really nice long
At the big
East watch.
I don't know. I remember that episode where it was just the Battle of the Wall and
Hardhome.
No, when they repelled
the
Mance
Wildlings.
Raider's attack. Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't know if I want to do that again. That was a rough episode. It was good, but it was like, that's it. That's all we got that whole week.
That whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, so more Lannister business. Cersei says she's pregnant. Think she's lying? Just get Jaime
Do they have
a
the
little
technology?
more pulled in.
Do they have the technology to know these things? That's
Well, I'm just like, Jaime just lost the battle. He was in shock from the dragon. Remember, in the scene before that, he was all like, we have to surrender.
Yep.
Now he's meeting with Tyrion, Like, is Cersei like, I need a string to pull him in, or is she really pregnant? Because I wouldn't put it past her to lie about it.
Yeah, because right as she said that, the end scene, or the end line she has is, don't ever betray me again.
Yeah.
Just nice and, hey, we're having a nice moment, but I won't.
I didn't know it was betrayal to get led to a meeting you didn't know you were going to, but I guess she's mad he didn't come back with Tyrion. But yeah. Oh, man. Yes! Hammering of the Gold Cloaks, that was pretty cool. All this goddamn sword shit and just sickles.
Bashing
and, let's get some bludgeoning going on. I still want to see how Rhaegar died. I want to just see the jewels fly everywhere and the giant hole in his chest.
See him hold that massive hammer, though, man. And the armor they wore back then, that they keep talking about, the bull's head helm.
Oh, yeah.
Rhaegar's dragon armor. Dude, that's got to be some sick stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Cersei might really be pregnant, but I don't know. The thought immediately occurred to me that this is the perfect ploy to get Jaime
100%.
Redouble his resolve, you know? Yeah. Ooh. Princess Peach with a very prescient comment there. Maybe Bran will let us know.
Let us see what?
If Cersei's really pregnant.
This is true.
Or to Battle the Trident.
Battle the Trident could be a Bran thing.
If you were Weiss and Benioff, would you not want to get that scene in before the series is over?
You've limited yourself already, though, man. You've got only, 8 episodes?
Yeah, 8. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see it. Unless we know HBO's taking some pitches for what to do after that, And I always hope one of them's a prequel thing. I'd like to see some of that, Mad King and, Rhaegar and, Ned and Robert when they're young. But we've been over this. I think I'd bring it up every week.
It'd make a better movie than a series.
Yeah.
Maybe. A mini-series.
Yeah, you could probably squeeze some juice out of the orange there. I also wouldn't mind seeing some, other shit. Some more ESO stuff. Because the stuff they did there kind of sucked. But I'm there's a lot more going on over there.
I want to know more about Volantis. Yeah, that's where the Valyrian steel comes from. Yeah, Sai would be a good spot.
Yeah, they talk about that a lot without really doing anything with it. The Night King needs an ice dragon. No, he needs a Draco Lich. Undead dragon?
Oh.
Okay. Maybe it's not as common as I assume it to be. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they did say something about that, but that was like seasons ago about not doing the rebellion.
Yeah. Well, I know they're taking they're taking 4 pitches. 2 of them are from independent. 2 of them are from people working with Martin.
Yep.
So it could be anything, and it won't be Weiss and Benioff because they already signed on for another show.
Confederate.
Yeah. I didn't know what to make of that because at first I was like, I looked at it and I was like, okay, this is a neat alternate history, and I was like, if we could do the Man in the High Castle, we can do Confederate, right? But
yeah,
then,
but the Man in the High Castle's not really the U.S., and we're not actually going through stuff at the moment.
Well, that's what I was like.
I mean?
Ooh, man, with this stuff going down now, thank God that's not for another 2 years.
Yeah,
like you know,
you don't want to do.
You don't want
right
that coming out next week. That's the.
Like, it sounds great, like a pretty good idea, but at this time,
yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Put that on the back burner. Let's get another.
It sucks because I'm like, these guys did such a knockout like job with this show. It's like I want to watch their next show and see what they do, but I'm like, man. The environment right now does not seem to be good for that show.
No.
Now, 2 years from now, that could be different, though. So, let's hope. Fingers crossed.
Bad timing, guys.
Yeah. So, the Night King does have undead giants. What happens when a giant fights a dragon?
That's a good point.
I mean, if you get hit with the breath weapon, you die. You just are bigger. But, what if you just, like, don't get hit with the breath weapon and just kind of jump up and grab onto its neck and, you know.
And then it bites you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a dragon just trumps all, but like an arrow to the heart.
What if you just give it a big fly swatter? You know, like a big cricket bat. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she did, didn't she?
She did.
It must be good to be able to command dragons. You don't have to speak loudly. They
Not
just,
at all.
you know, it seems like there's a lot of telepathy going on there, you know.
Well, I mean, they knew where she was when she was getting hurt during that one, the overthrow in Marine. In the Coliseum.
Yeah, it just showed
right
up.
in, yep.
Okay, so another thing we got to talk about. That the end scene where everybody meets up in the jails at Eastwatch.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good, like,
They went,
I hated you.
Yeah, because they went down and it's like the you know, it's the band of brothers or whatever, and
Brotherhood Without Banners.
that's it, thank you. And they're down there, and it was like, oh, okay, so they're going to go with them. And then all of a sudden, you just see hate, like, everybody's throwing shade at everybody, and I was like,
Gendry's
oh,
like,
shit.
Oh, no, fuck those guys. And
yeah, right? They
Thoros
screwed
was like,
me.
I know you.
Yeah. Oh, God, it was crazy.
Oh, shit, you the Hound, bro.
Yeah. And then I just, like, you know, John was like, we're all on the same side. We're breathing.
Tormund just looking like, what is going on, guys? You guys got to get your shit together. You're all in the same kingdom.
Yeah.
But my favorite part was the Hound just laying there watching Beric speak, and he just like, all right, quit it. All right, we're done.
Yeah.
Like, are we going with you or not? Like, we don't need all this. Like,
yeah, you gotta like the way the Hound just gets right to it. And you saw in the preview for the next episode, he does the flame on sword again.
Right?
You know? I guess he's just got the magic weapon. It just turns on when he wants it to.
Got it. Flame.
It just looked like he flicked his finger and it
Tell
lit
you,
up.
man, dude, it looks just like the Avengers. Got a flame guy over here.
Yeah.
Got the Mad Hulk over there and the Hound.
They just need somebody with a bow and arrow, and they're set. You know.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Hound's gonna eat all the undead chickens. Yeah, I don't think the undead keeps chickens, right? They don't need food, right?
They seem to not need food.
Yeah. And they don't rush. They take their time with everything. Very delicate, very, very nuanced. You know, they just march slowly.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got a big group like that, you got to make sure you don't lose them. I mean, you saw Home Alone. You lose one kid if you got 7. So, like, you got, like, thousands. You got to take your time.
You've got an army that, as long as they kill somebody, your army's growing. Like, that's as simple as that. Like, kill, grow, kill, grow, kill, grow.
Yeah, if only you could do that in Warcraft, right? Like, it'd be so much easier. Just
so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, anything else from the episode tonight that we should bring up? I'm trying to think. Oh! How about the first scene? Jaime washed up down shore, like I said he would.
Yep.
And it was Bronn, like you said it was.
Yep.
That saved him. Yeah, you know what? The Raven flock scene was pretty good.
Yeah, with the Night King just looking up and Bran's power just dissipating.
Yeah, just kind of like, oh, fuck you, I know what you're doing.
Yep.
I know the three-eyed Raven tricks. You got to get some new stuff, you know. Tormund's disappointment that Brienne didn't come with them. That was good.
And the big woman.
Yeah. So great, man. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. We figured he'd read something up in those scrolls from Mal.
Yeah.
They last, but yeah, he's definitely gonna read something while he's scribing all those scrolls.
You got the collective knowledge of everyone. Yep. You know.
So Gilly shouldn't have started with the shit. I think that's what broke Sam the most, was she started with the stairs.
He's like, I'm worried about the undead. You're talking about stairs and dumps. Like, the fuck. Yeah. 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 Yeah, she's been very quiet and just kind of in the background this season.
Or the kid.
Yeah, well, the kid hasn't never done anything.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eastwatch was in the...
Yes, Eastwatch was... Yeah, we were looking for that, yep. So... Yeah, we were talking, we got to go back and see if Hardhome was actually in that episode. That's a research project we need to undertake. Yeah. Trying to think what else. Oh, that first scene though we were talking about was the Jaime washing up down shore, the ashy battlefield.
Oh god,
that was whoo. Because that was like, you know, you saw the destruction, but then when like Tyrion's just walking through the ashes, you're like, my god.
It's that the armor was no longer red and gold anymore.
Yeah,
that was pretty insane.
You were like, oh, this is why the Targaryens ruled the Seven Kingdoms. Because like, what are you gonna do about that? Like.
We also got Bron's input on the dragons. Like, yo, I'm not fighting this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you pay me now.
Our partnership ends at dragons. Yeah. So yeah, smashed pumpkins. There were smashed pumpkins.
I didn't see any smashed pumpkins.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and watch it. Keep an eye out for pumpkins. Really, Princess Peach. I figured that's why you said it in the first place.
Detailed answer.
No, she was just Baelishing me, just giving me one thing that was false to get me all the way off the trail. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was
a good one.
Bert, good call. Yeah, that was a great scene with the sealed scroll. So, what did it say?
For a king. Mm-hmm. And what did it say?
Yeah. That was good. Yeah. Yes, okay, the pumpkins are real. The cake is a lie, the pumpkins are real. Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling Varys would read that scroll. I don't think Varys gives a damn about any seals.
Nope, he knows everything.
Yeah, that dude's all about the info.
Speaking of knowing everything, we forgot about Cersei and her little birdies, as she's called them.
Yeah.
She's had them for a very long time. Like, she's always known what's going on in King's Landing.
Yeah.
And we just completely forgot about it.
Yeah, well, you know what else, too, was the scene where she was kind of like, yeah, I knew the whole thing happened.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we forgot she had that, like...
Yeah, well, she was good with that
spiders.
stuff even back in Season 1 when, like, Baelish was pointing out, like, all her spies to Ned, you know. So, like, she's had that, but now she's got some very not noticed ones. Everybody ignores children.
Yep.
It's just what they do.
Qyburn's children.
Yeah, I know.
That's
that dude, man.
Yep.
That with his damn hand to the king all the way up on his shoulder. Like,
he's a lot worse in the books.
Is he?
Yeah.
They toned him down?
Oh, a lot. He was testing on women. Like, you know, are you done with the girls yet? He's like, not so much. Complications. Just like, geez, what is this guy doing?
Dr. Frankenstein.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So he doesn't seem as questionable in the TV show. Like in the books, the reason why he lost his chains because he was
he did have a bunch of children murder Pycelle. I mean, that's pretty dark.
That is true.
Know.
That is true.
Just saying. No, but I get what you're saying though. They kind of maybe they just didn't have as much time to spend with him in the show. I don't know. Yes, that's Bert's killing it, man. Yeah, because Jamie was real quick to be like, what's he doing here? Like, it seemed like an odd question, but...
Probably dropping the knowledge like, yo, they met up in the caves.
Maybe. Yeah. Before the end of this season, I don't know. But, I mean, obviously next season. It could be, like, the last episode, but...
We still have a 7th episode.
I feel like Daenerys is going to get kidnapped at the end of this season.
There's no way they're going to kidnap her before killing her.
Yeah.
Why would you kidnap her?
Well, I don't know. Do you want 3 rampaging dragons out of control?
So she doesn't think straight.
You still got the rest of the kingdoms you got to bring to heel. Having Daenerys as a trophy.
The only way they keep her alive. Nah, they're not going to keep her alive. Nah.
Unless they think they have a way to kill the dragons.
Well...
Because Cersei's twisted enough to want to make her watch the dragons die first.
There's the whole theory of the horn. We haven't seen Euron.
Yeah.
So there's the theory of the horn. If he comes back with the horn, then they're definitely not kidnapping.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks in a row he hasn't been in, so now you're starting to get that feeling he's up to something.
He's up to something.
Yeah. Man.
That is true. If she tries to kidnap Daenerys, and dragons just come rampaging through King's Landing.
Yeah.
Game over. Yeah.
What was that? I thought I was thinking of something before we got sidetracked there. Oh, I was thinking about next week's episode. So, it looks like we're going to have an encounter with the Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
Right? What else did we see in the preview? Whoa. Oh, Mal did some research, it looks like. Okay. So, everybody stop and read Mal's chat thing real quick.
Oh, that's Sansa pleading to Robb to. Oh my God! So that's when Arya's gonna. He wanted Arya to read that so he can.
Was that a real thing though? Did they make her write that?
No, she wrote that. She wrote that from King's Landing.
Yeah, I forget though if she wrote it of her own accord or if they made her write that and send it to Robb. Because Robb, I remember now, Robb receives that and he just scoffs at it. Like, yeah, they made her write that. Like,
yeah.
He took it as bullshit. I'm just trying to, because it seems familiar. I'm just trying to remember if she really did write that or it. Because remember, we were saying maybe Littlefinger had crafted it like something intentional for Arya to find. But I get if that's the real thing, then that's in Sansa's handwriting and everything. Like, which Arya would probably know.
Yep.
Wow.
Arya's pissed. The Littlefinger's like, yes. Let the hate flow.
Yep. Just, man. That dude, he turns, like, just, like, little crevices into freaking the Grand Canyon. Like, just keeps driving into it. Thanks for that, Mal. That's big time.
Yep.
And that's one less research project now.
There it is.
Although I'm probably still going to rewatch the episode anyway, so I'll still stop it and just look at it again. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's got to go, right? They can't all
have like
survive
10
that.
people, of course.
Unless a dragon comes and like just makes a wall of fire or something. Like, yeah.
I think the only important people in that fight is Jon. I think Jorah survives. No, he can't survive.
Dude, if he survives the grayscale and then dies like in his first encounter afterward, that would be so lame. But he does need to kind of be out of the way for Jon.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
so like I could see
he's gonna be that third wheel. He's gonna get friend zoned again.
Because it seemed like that goodbye was like a goodbye this time between the two of them. You know.
I don't know if Tormund can die.
Oh no! Is he gonna sacrifice himself so Jon can escape?
That is also a thing.
And in his mind, that probably like clears the books for what he did in the North. You know, like okay. Slate's clear now.
Slate's clear.
Like, you know. Yeah. It's just... I don't
Hound
know.
Is
the Hound can't die. He's got to fight the Mountain. We kind of know that. Come on.
There's no more. It's not happening, man.
No, they brought Gendry back. If they can bring Gendry back, then we can get the Mountain versus the Hound, okay? That's doable.
I'll let that happen if that actually happens.
Even in the after episode, they were like, everybody talked about Gendry. We had to bring him back. It was just about how. Like, clearly they're going to do what we want if everybody wants it. So, yeah.
Gendry could die.
Yeah. Well, well, now he can because they brought him back.
They brought him back. He's no longer rowing. We're good.
I feel like you could see that, like, connection, though, to two bastard sons. Like, I imagine he saves Jon's ass at some point, you know. Like,
yeah.
You know, just smashes something with that hammer.
Or they're going to be known for their battles with each other again.
Oh, no, we can't lose Tormund. That would be terrible. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So just the Red Priest and Beric.
Yeah, this isn't good, huh?
Yeah.
It's not a good situation.
It's too much plot armor.
Yeah. Well...
Did Jorah, like...
See, we know Martin is sadistical. We just don't know if Weiss and Benioff are, because this is kind of their thing now. This ain't the books. You know.
This is true. Well, they poisoned the shit out of the other Dornish chick.
Yeah.
And then had her mom watch it. Like, that's pretty sadistical.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, like, you know, Martin was just like, oh, you like this character? Ha, bye. Like, wait, you people still buy the books? All I do is screw you over.
There's a character you meet in the beginning of the 5th book, and you're like, oh, this guy's pretty good. It's Quentin Martells, one of the Martells.
Okay.
Ends up getting burnt to a crisp. Like, he's in the whole story. Like, he's one of the main people you follow. He's one of the main point of views. And then he just gets burnt to shit at the end of the book. You're like, why was that necessary? You could have eliminated him and then just had...
Yeah, anything else. Yeah.
Any other character, man.
Yeah. Yara.
Yeah,
she's Euron's prisoner, and he seems to enjoy...
just keeping her there.
Yeah, like, and I'm sure he thinks the longer he keeps her, the more power he gains with the rest of the Ironborn, you know, like... Because they're all going to kind of be... I mean, that's their whole thing, is kind of like, you know...
Theon's out, you know, cowering in a hole somewhere.
Making more bad life choices, you know.
Living in a cave.
Oh, God. Yeah, where is he?
He's at Dragonstone.
Is he? We didn't see him.
Last episode.
We saw him last episode, but we didn't see him this episode.
90% sure he's just chilling there in a corner somewhere, hiding.
Could be. Yeah.
No one wants to see him.
Yeah. Oh, man. It'd be great if for fun Arya just, like, wore Ramsay's face and fucked with him.
Oh, dude.
What?
I can see Arya doing something like that.
Killed?
Like, in a meeting, just like, you know, Sansa's the one who wanted Robb to bend the knee to Cersei. Or Joffrey.
Yeah.
Littlefinger would not end up king. They don't trust him already.
I don't know, but Jon I can't see dying.
Jon's far too important to die.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like something's going to go wrong with Arya impersonating someone, like Sansa or something. It's all going to just go south. Yeah. Gobbs, you know, we were talking about this earlier. Sam took the black, so he should have no claim to any of that.
Unless one of them decides.
Unless a king/queen were to pardon him, I guess. That's about it of his duties at the wall, but...
Maybe Winterfell becomes the actual new king. Like King's Landing.
I don't know. You're seeing like a little Targaryen marriage, and they just kind of...
Just take all of it?
Just homologate everything, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, they give some lands back to a Baratheon for helping out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad Bert brought this up, because that was a little scene that kind of got buried in my mind there.
Yeah.
Because, like...
He didn't want to tell her.
Yeah. I guess I could see why, right? Because he's kind of like, oh, we're about to fight the dead, and here I am, a resurrected motherfucker. Like, sorry about that.
I didn't think about that, though. Like, that's probably not a good time.
That doesn't come off very well.
I'll tell you after we murder all the dead people. Right?
Yeah, like, so. Yeah, and she hasn't seen him, so she doesn't know. Like, for all she knows, like, they might just be, like, regular people who came back from the dead. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so Dany's just chilling there right now. I wonder if she flies up just for the hell of it.
Well, Sam bailed on them, stole the sword. Like, I don't know if he's going to be very happy they got burned alive, but at the same time, I don't think he had a ton of sentiment for them.
Not his dad,
especially the way like things ended.
I don't think he hated his brother.
I mean, his dad said he was going to murder him if he didn't take the black. Yep. Like, so I don't know. My dad did that to me. I wouldn't really be too worried about him anymore. Like,
I'm trying to remember the scene where he was there. If he had any type of like value, his brother, I don't think he hated. He was just his dad.
Yeah, they got some good hair and makeup people on that show. Actually, I just think everybody they have is like top tier talent over there. Like
it's gotten so much better.
Their setting designs and everything are just incredible. Just the clothes and everything, like they do a masterful job with all of it. No, but you know what? We did see more dragonglass mining. We haven't seen any weapons yet.
Mining.
I guess they're going to forge it up at Winterfell. That's probably the goal. Yeah. Oh, Princess Peach. She goes from happy to dark really quick. Just like boom, boom. You know. Yeah. Well, anything else from this week's episode? I don't know. I'm starting to draw a blank. That the getting stabbed in the heart was kind of the last thing I can think of.
In the trailer, we didn't see anything Dany was doing, right?
No, I don't think we did.
I'm curious what she's going to do. She's very strong-willed. She can just soar right over to the Eastwatch and just see what's going down.
Worried about Johnny.
That's her new boo, dog.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yep. You know, it must be nice to, have somebody liking you who's got like 3 dragons. That's a nice little bit of protection, you know?
Yeah. So Gendry's got plot armor now.
Maybe. We don't know much about forging dragon glass and what it takes. We know Sam, didn't he just use like a...
He just took a peek. Oh, no, they had the arrowheads and the daggers already made.
Okay, did they? I couldn't remember what he stabbed that thing with.
The fist? Is that where they were at?
I think... Or no, that was where they saw them at, right? That was like outside of Craster's, wasn't it, when he snuck away with Gilly?
I thought this was when they got raided, and Mormont was like, "Send a damn crow." And he
killed the White Walker when
because Gilly was running away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they were in that little thing, and then it got all creepy, and all the crows started showing up, and then the thing was going for the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's when he just stabbed it from behind or whatever, and it just,
Fist of the First Man. Okay.
Okay, was that? Okay. I thought the Fist of the First Man was where he first saw the Night King and
I think that's where he got the dagger,
that's where he got it from, okay.
He didn't have to use it until Craster's or when he was running away.
Yeah. Dude.
How was John going to react to that? Hey, yo, we got to get married. Yo, but you're my aunt?
But see, that's why she's attracted to him, because they're related. Like, she's,
Dude, he's going to be like, we're not going to be a Lannister, too? Like, God, come on, man. I don't care what my bloodline is, though. That doesn't fly here.
Yeah. Actually, wouldn't that be funny if they get married, then he finds out?
That could be interesting.
Because that's the kind of thing that would fuck Jon up.
Dude, like, Jon's always got, like, the worst luck with news getting to him just, like, just a little bit too late.
Yeah,
just a little.
Okay, yeah, Mal's backing up what you said a minute ago. Yeah, so we got 2 episodes left. I assume the big battle is the last episode now. It seems like they're going to encounter the army next week, and the week after is the battle at Eastwatch. Yeah, and then the wall's crumbling. I don't know.
I imagine they get past the wall in the last episode.
Yeah.
They lose next, in that small battle, obviously they're going to lose.
Yeah, or something's going to happen with the wall, right? I mean, because, I don't know. If the army can't get past the wall, there's really, I don't know. Yeah. They're no longer a threat. Like, they're just piled up. It's like, oh, hey, it's just like the Route 76, you know?
Have they even put somebody in charge of the phrase?
What?
There's nobody there.
I thought you meant PHRASE. I was like, what phrase? Is there a magic word? Like,
that's how you take down the wall. Yeah, it's a magic phrase.
No, I don't know who rules the twins now. Arya left people, just no phrase.
All the women are now running it.
Maybe. Yeah. That's a good
thanks,
question.
Bert.
I don't know. I think that's coming up. Yeah. Dude, that's what's up. Thank you. Sorry you're out of town. Hopefully you can at least watch Game of Thrones. I mean, we like everybody being here, but seeing the show is the most important.
You can watch Game of Thrones wherever you are. You stop everything you're doing and you watch the episode.
I would, only because the discussion. I don't want to be like, don't talk, no spoilers.
Every day at work,
I don't want to be that guy.
Every day at work.
Yeah.
Dave, our new engineer, is like, hey, Chris, you saw the show last night? I'm like, shh, Scott hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, God.
Scott's a day late, man. Like, I'll get back to you a little bit later on this.
That's not good. Yeah. Get your shit together, Scott. Come on. Priorities. You can sleep when you're dead, and then march with the Night King.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, hot pie on a dragon? No, I don't know about that. Hot pie.
Maybe weigh the dragon down.
Yeah,
just weigh him a little bit down.
Yeah, I was just thinking he might try to use dragon's fire to make food. Like, oh yeah. You won't believe the seasoning you get from this. Tastes like Tarly.
That's wrong, man. It's too soon. Man. They just got burned. That was interesting, though, how instantly they were ash.
Oh,
yeah, there was no body burning. It was like you saw them move, and then that was it.
Yeah, there was no T-1000 death scene of struggle. It was just dead,
ash.
Yeah, and then all the other Lannisters were like, well,
I think I could bend.
They pulled a very Lannister move. I think I'm going to join the winning side here. I
think I could bend.
It's a Lannister thing to do, right? So, all right. I guess to wrap this thing up, then I'm kind of out of stuff for the week.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, every week the episode ends, and I'm like, the next 6 days can't go by fast enough.
Needs to move on.
Yeah, it's sad though, because when it ends, the summer's over, and then winter is coming. Yeah.
Gendry's now the throne, but he'll get his land back.
Yeah, well, there's no Baratheons left, right?
He's the only Baratheon.
Jon could actually possibly
if he's the king of the north, he
declare him Baratheon, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I don't know, because he doesn't have control over those lands, but the Stormlands. But
no, the they had something else though.
The Lords of the Stormlands may. I mean, if they're cool with that, though, right? Then they wouldn't.
It's Dragonstone and what's the other one that's right across? The one that
Gobbs. We didn't say anything about him being on the throne in the end, but we're talking about him possibly saying he survives everything, being named Gendry Baratheon by one of the king, queen, rulers, and taking back the Stormlands at least.
What is? There's another castle. It's the one that Renly had.
Storm's End?
Storm's End. That's the Baratheon land. That's it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they had Dragonstone and Storm's End, which are across the bay or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe Gendry's rebellion is in the future. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. Chat was awesome again.
Chat was
great. I mean, this was crazy. I could seriously spend probably 15 minutes going back and just reading the whole chat conversation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we got 2 more of these to do next 2 weeks.
We got 2 long episodes next week.
Yeah. Do we know that next week's the 90-minute episode?
No, it's 71. The next one's 80 something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they are a little extra long. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we're all going to just have to stay up a little later.
Chat earlier.
Okay. I missed that part. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week, and thanks for hanging out.